It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're already getting the feel for this new NBA season. Taking it all in with me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they have been a team to be reckoned with since the very beginning of the season. Only one loss so far coming into this evening. And what a beginning to the season we've had. Some amazing plays, some huge games. Shaq, for the teams that have gotten out to a fast start, how do they go about maintaining that momentum?
Well, it's called PPM, Ernie. Perseverance, physically and mentally. Put your hands up, Ernie. Put your hands up, Kenny.
Okay.
Touch it.
All right.
Join hands. You just got to ride the wave and don't overthink it. Bring it back, Kenny. Oh, there you go. Ride the wave. Don't overthink. One last time. Ride the wave. There you go.
Oh,
Bring it back. Yeah.
I
and
think
then
I get it.
Yeah.
I got it.
I call my hands.
What does that have to do with maintaining that momentum?
You got to ride the wave, Ernie.
Oh, okay.
That's the point I was trying to make.
Well,
Have you got something that doesn't require physical demonstration?
Well, I just say that your hands were very soft. I just want to say that. You do a good job of, moisturizing.
Moisturizing.
Yeah,
yes.
you do.
And you know what it was? It was some of that Gold Bond. Man up, Ernie.
Oh, my goodness, man. Well, let's just keep improving and see what happens.
Let's go courtside. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And this is why depth is so important. Next man up, and it's pretty much the philosophy for every good team in our league.
You're going to have injuries. You're going to have nights where there's foul troubles or the starters just struggle. So you need a strong bench to remain consistent in this league.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, James Harden is a great offensive player, but there's no mistaking it. He does dominate the ball. Now, that can bother teammates sometimes, but Coach Mike D'Antoni says when they feel that paycheck every 2 weeks, that should make them play hard. You have to be a star in your role. So when James gets the ball to you, shoot it, and then run back and play hard as heck. Kevin?
Thanks. He's a great passer, David. There's no doubt he can set the table. Great guards battling it out tonight, Brent. Who was the thorn in your side at the guard position back when you were playing?
Two guys for me come to mind, Kevin. One is a guy that's in the Hall of Fame. I think you might remember him. His name is Allen Iverson. And I specifically,
AI, yes, I do recall him.
You heard about that guy. I remember specifically one time where Gary Payton and I, playing in the Seattle backcourt, had prepped for a game where he was going to take AI, I was going to guard Eric Snow, and I was thanking the heavens that that was the case for that night. We got to the game. Gary Payton turned to me at the jump ball and said, "You take AI." That's not fun.
No. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Derrick Rose is out there at Bledsoe, and it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle.
LBJ, terrific when it comes to moving the ball. He has a strong sense for when his teammates are open and then when to deliver.
He got right to the cup using that screen.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
That three off the mark. Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Rose.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Anderson the screen. Harden against Love. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get to shots like that.
A guy who converts well at the rim, you like to see the aggression there.
Yeah, it's the first quarter, and he's already in attack mode, setting the tone right here.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw tonight.
LeBron takes on such a massive responsibility season after season and has just become so devoted to maintaining his health. That's the remarkable thing about his career. He just doesn't miss time with injuries. And if you've ever watched LeBron in the offseason, in between practices, in between games, the guy is a flat-out machine.
Bledsoe dishes to Love. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Precision shooting off the pass. Love takes no time letting that one go.
Paul with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Ariza has the open look. The Rockets with another miss.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Paul outside. And here's Harden for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And with Harden, it's pick your poison. Not only a tenacious penetrator, but also a consistent threat from three-point.
James in the post. Ariza covering. Bangs home the trifecta. Rose has got 5 now.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Harden kicks to Anderson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bledsoe passes to Rose. Back to Bledsoe. And Love has it in the corner. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Houston.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bledsoe against Paul. Ariza kicks to Harden. Back to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Not sure how people underestimate continually how great Chris Paul has been. Sixth sense kind of stuff there, knowing where his teammate was.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Rockets trail by 5. Paul with the ball. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
I felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you could tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
The Cavaliers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That one is no good. And Brett, when you look at the way LeBron has constructed his business empire, hiring his childhood friends to manage it, it's been talked about, but it's been successful.
Well, he's taken ownership, Kevin, of what his career has been, but he's also empowered those around them to have a future, to make a life. And he certainly is blazing his own trail as he's made his way through his career in the NBA.
Paul kicks to Anderson. Ariza with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Screen by Capella. Ariza no luck.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Now here's Bledsoe. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And it's Love missing.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
From deep, Harden. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Over in the corner, Rose. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now here's Harden. He has 6. Wide open shot is on the money. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Bledsoe kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Capella. Paul with the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
And the dunk by Love.
That's great connection between teammates as Kevin Love makes himself available as a big target.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Paul kicks to Harden. Passes it to Anderson. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Ariza with the bucket.
And love how Paul seeks out his teammates. Superb at slicing the D to pieces with his passing.
The screen from Thompson. Goes up off the pick. Ariza with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Ariza. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. There's the dish to Paul. Capella with a screen on Bledsoe. To the inside. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Oh, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. In 3rd, the Rockets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Trevor Ariza. And James throws it down hard.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Rockets trail by 6. Harden kicks to Paul. Steps back and fires. Harden's shot is off.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Now here's James. He's got 5. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 7 points in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Paul kicks to Dedmon. This is to Harden. Anderson the screen. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Gordon.
Even though Eric Gordon went in amongst the bigger guys on the floor, he's able to remain calm and get 2.
James against Gordon. LeBron kicks to Rose. Tries to keep it alive. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Count the basket.
Look, one guy in front of Chris Paul, that's not going to bother him much. It has to be discouraging if you're matched up with him.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Chris Paul. LeBron dishes to Love. No good from outside. Rockets trail by 4. Inside. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Gordon. He's got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And the Cavs' big 3 completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
And here's Harden after LeBron James hitting the three. Shoots the three, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
If Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. We often talk about how players have evolved over the years, but Brent, what about strategies on both sides of the ball? Where has that evolved?
I think the last 5 or 6 years, what we're seeing is definitely on the offensive end, more of a European style of basketball where we have passing, off the ball cutting, multiple times where the big comes out of the hole, which is the post-up area, Kevin, to the top of the key to be a conduit from both sides of the floor. That draws the whole line of defense up and creates opportunities behind the play. If we go to the defensive end, Kev, that's all about switching. Versatility on the defensive end comes from switching, swarming defenses, and that's where teams are trending to go.
1:31 left to play here in the first. Harden kicks to Gordon. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mack. Rebounded by Holmes.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Baldwin can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 5. Harden with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Mack, good.
Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
Here's Baldwin, defended by Gordon. Baldwin the pass to Holmes. Here's Baldwin. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. A second chance effort. Not enough on that one as it misses. And it's Houston's ball, trailing by 2. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, and some of that loss was due to a lack of hustle, especially on the defensive end.
And there are games where an opponent gets aggressive. You got to raise your level of play. They failed to do that in this one.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Inside. Here's Hernangomez. Dedmon with the block.
We've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
Here's Baldwin. Holmes, that's a screen. And down it goes just as the clock hit 0.
How about the timing? An unbelievable touch on that one.
Do you think he knew? He knew from the moment he let that go. Just unreal.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
Liam When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second-chance points.
Yeah, if your opponent fails to block out, you get yourself in great position. That was the story of the first quarter for them offensively.
They've got Nene. Shelvin Mack is out there with Harden. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That is his first foul of the game. Houston on D. He's covered by Mack. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Baldwin.
Well, the defense from Eric Gordon, sensational there. Really did a stellar job of contesting the jumper.
Feeds to Nene. Taken away. Here's Baldwin. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Gordon kicks to Harden. Second chance shot. Here's Dedmon. 8 points his last outing. Gordon inside. Shot's good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 4 points in the quarter. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Now the pass to Baldwin. Puts up a 3. The Rockets pull it in. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harden dishes to Gordon. It's Nene, high post. Holmes on him. And there's a whistle. It goes on Iman Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game for the Rockets. McAdoo comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And Trevor Ariza is subbed in for James Harden. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here they come. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try, well, that's the plan. Kevin?
Offense is what the Rockets are all about, DA. You know that. Coach D'Antoni definitely focuses on this part of the game more than defense. Now here's Mack. 6 points for him. Pass to McAdoo. Clock at 6. No good. Shot missing. And Cleveland the other way now. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And you look at the Cavs coach, Tyronn Lue. Brent, what stands out to you?
Well, he's got confidence. I would tell you, Kevin, I'd have confidence, too, if that number 23 was suiting up for me every night. But he demands accountability. He demands a respect for the game. And this team has had a tremendous run in the early stages of Ty Lue's coaching career.
The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. In the corner, Holmes with it. He's covered by Mack. Pass to Baldwin. Outside jumper. Here's Baldwin. Ariza covering. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Hernan Gomez has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, beating everybody to the ball, Willie doesn't always get his number called, so he's got to put in the extra work and find these efforts in the offensive glass.
Now here's Mack. He has 6. Capella. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. He's covered by Mack. Here's Holmes. It's rebounded by Houston.
A bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Now here's Mack. His last outing, he had 8 points. Capella, the pass to Gordon. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Out to Shumpert. To the left wing. Elbow shot. Baldwin can't get it to go.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
He dishes it to Shumpert. Here's Hernan Gomez. No good with the layup. Rockets trail by 3. Now Ariza. He has 6. And Mack gets to Ariza. He feeds it to Capella. He gets that one. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Baldwin.
Yikes! Wow. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Gordon goes in, makes it off the glass. Gordon's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Great concentration from Eric Gordon, who caps off the drive with the basket.
On the wing, Shumpert. And it's Shumpert again, missing. The Rockets trail. And here is Mack. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Mack. From 10 feet out. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 3rd rebound on the night. To the paint. Here's Baldwin. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Baldwin's got 8.
When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Gordon inside. Guarded by Shumpert. McAdoo inside. Nice touch on the bank shot. McAdoo's got his first bucket of the night.
One of the better shots in his arsenal. Someone has to rotate.
Passes to Baldwin. Holmes sets a screen. Plenty of space. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Now here's Gordon. 7 points in the game. Kicks it to Capella. Over Shumpert. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
The pass to Holmes. To the wing on the left. Here's Baldwin. Basket good. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
Mack dishes to Capella. There's the pick. On the wing, Gordon. Steps back and fires. Gordon with another miss.
Man, he's missing those kind of good looks. His team is in some serious trouble.
Here's Baldwin. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Clint Capella.
And I I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
So for the Rockets, Anderson, he's checked in for McAdoo, and Paul subbed in for Mack. And Brent, 14 years in the NBA, you spent about half your time on the defensive end. Of all the guys you were matched up against, who was surprisingly difficult to cover?
Funny, Kevin, because a lot of coaches would tell you I did not spend half of my time on the defensive end.
I know better.
Surprisingly difficult to stop, I would tell you, it would be Mitch Richmond. Many years in Sacramento playing for the Kings. He was known as the Rock, and I can tell you why. Running into him and his physicality as a two-guard was very, very difficult to stop. One of the game's greatest two guards.
Sturdy, wasn't he? He was thick. He was hard to move is what I think about.
He was very thick and physical, which was something that I was certainly not. And they also ran a myriad of screens for him on every possession. The most potent offensive player they had was Mitch Richmond, and they would get him open every time. So a very difficult cover for him.
Yep, that one goes.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The feed to LeBron. Cleveland moving it around. Love in the post. Capella's there. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella, and it's James Harden in for Gordon. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's LeBron. No good that time. Harden with the defensive effort. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, even at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
The idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota, the Cavs got a star in Kevin Love, and then ended up with a title.
Love grabs the board. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Rose. Dedmon with the block. They retain possession. And a wide open look for James. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. James has got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs. Paul kicks to Harden. To the paint. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Rose. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
Nene, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Paul with the ball. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, how do you think the team performed defensively in that first half?
Well, they got off to a good start, but then I thought we settled in and started playing a little bit more defense.
Got locked in as the game went on. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. they were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they did their jobs with precision, now sitting on a comfortable 12-point lead at the half. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Now here's Bledsoe checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Derrick Rose is out there at Bledsoe, and it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. And there's the 3-second violation. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The Cavaliers, number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Now here's Paul. He kicks it to Harden. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, we don't have a chalkboard here to draw it up, but if you could explain it, what's your favorite inbounds play when you really need a bucket?
All right, Kevin, so the guy goes to the right, he comes off the down pick, and then on the backside you run the hammer and you dribble to the right side, you throw along the baseline, but you're looking for the 4-man on the slip, and also the 5-man's popping back for the jump shot. Got it?
I got it. I like the run the hammer. Run the hammer. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Rose. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden outside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Rose kicks to Thompson. LeBron against Ariza. There's the dish to Rose. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 3rd assist on the night. Rockets trail by 13. Harden kicks to Paul. Rose against Harden. Stolen by Rose. Plays it in off the breakaway. Rose has got 17 now.
And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here's Ariza following the score by Derrick Rose. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 8 points for Trevor Ariza. James kicks to Love. The drive by James. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
That's so difficult to stop him. Even when you hit him or pull at him or tug him or talk to him, but none of it works.
Screen by Capella. Paul passes to Harden. Ariza outside. Here's Anderson. Love grabs the board. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. James with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And finished off by LeBron.
And I would say look out. Right now, LeBron James is locked in.
Rockets trail by 17. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Harden's shot is off.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Rose can't hit.
You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board. They got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Thompson in the corner. Back to Rose. Outside for Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. A shot by LeBron. No good. For Houston, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Here's Paul. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And what great leadership Chris Paul gives this squad. Definitely the heart and soul of the team.
And as he gets later and later in his career, it is clear that Chris Paul is one of the great point guards Brent ever to play.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Chris Paul could be the second greatest point guard ever to play in the NBA. Certainly has never dominated the way that Magic Johnson has, and most of that because of the height and not looking to score as much. But he's right there on that Stockton level, that Isaiah Thomas level. Appreciate the way he goes about his business.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Rockets trail by 17. Screen by Capella. Ariza, right side. Capella sets a screen for Ariza. Cans it from downtown. Ariza's got 11. Cleveland leading by 14 to the left side wing. Guarded by Harden. Back to Bledsoe. Thompson, a screen on Paul. Bledsoe dishes to James. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Knocked away. Stolen by Bledsoe. And LeBron throws it down.
Well, LeBron makes a million decisions a moment out there on the floor. That time, another good one.
Screen by Capella. Capella sends a screen for Ariza. Dishes to Paul. Anderson, a screen on Bledsoe. Clock at 6. Ariza with another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lob pass to Capella. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The drive by LeBron. And James throws it down.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
Paul kicks to Harden. Feeds to Ariza. Sinks the triple. Ariza's got 8 points in the quarter.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Love outside. Guarded by Harden. Back to Love. It's stolen by Capella. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Shoots from 14, and he connects with the jumper. Harden's got 16.
Yeah, they're having a tough time containing Harden here tonight. No surprise there.
James against Ariza. Pass to Love. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Cleveland moving it around. Misses from the corner.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged a bullet there.
Harden up top. 16 points for him.
Well, if you can use your speed on offense, Why not use it on defense? Eric Bledsoe with the quick hands to swat that shot back.
Houston making some changes. McAdoo is checked in for Anderson. Gordon comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Shelvin Max subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Cavaliers, Hernan Gomez is checked in for Thompson. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Kevin Love. And Baldwin subbed in for James. Houston making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mack. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Baldwin, defended by Gordon, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Mack, the pass to Gordon. Back to Mack. High, arcing shot. He lays it in. 8 points for him.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Here's Baldwin, defended by Gordon, and the whistle blows as the basket counts in a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Shooting one. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
For Cleveland, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Rockets trail by 17. Here's Mack. He's got 8. And the 3-ball is good. 9 points for Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul does not lack for confidence without effort pulling the trigger from downtown.
Baldwin kicks to Holmes. Out to the wing. Here's Baldwin, defended by Gordon. No one near him. Offensive rebound, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Number 1, Chris Paul.
Defensively, his intensity just never drops. You match that up with his incredible timing, and you can see why he's atop the list.
Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Paul, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
I mean, how many tens of thousands of pick-and-roll opportunities has Chris Paul had in his career? Knows no fear.
Paul against Bledsoe. To the left side wing. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more than Kevin.
Paul with the 3. It's rebounded by Baldwin. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Here's Bledsoe. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Baldwin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass. Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded the corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now, here's Holmes. No good on the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Paul against Bledsoe. Here's Dedmon. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A nice shot by Baldwin.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Paul dishes to Nene. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Cleveland moving it around. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Paul passes to Nene. Back to Paul. Over Bledsoe. Paul can't get it to go.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
The shot off that time, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Baldwin. Gordon with the defensive effort. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 16-7 run. On the wing, Gordon. Fires the three. Again, the miss by Gordon.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Baldwin, defended by Gordon. Matt grabs the miss.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
There's Gordon with the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gordon's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets. Now Bledsoe. Holmes sets a screen. Bledsoe outside. Over Paul. They get it back. Hernan Gomez kicks to Holmes. Here's Baldwin. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. Three quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. And it's the Rockets with the ball. 9-point game. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Nene, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Harden. 5 to shoot. It's deflected. Shoots from the high post. And it's Gordon missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
From deep. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Cleveland.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Now here's Gordon, and Harden wide open. He shoots, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Now, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now he's just lighting him up.
Here's Rose. Holmes has a screen. Back to Rose. Over to the left wing. Baldwin the pass to Rose. Dedmon with the block. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Rose. Shoots off the screen. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Harden.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Passes to Rose. Here's Baldwin, defended by Gordon. Baldwin kicks to Rose. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And that's a shot Rose must make consistently. When he's making it rain from there, this team is hard to match up with.
Now here's Harden. Count that one.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
For the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Anderson comes in for Nene. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Gordon. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Love comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And LeBron subbed in for Baldwin. James outside. Thompson, a screen on Ariza. Back to Rose. Shoots a three. Rockets with the rebound.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
James against Ariza. Capella dishes to Ariza. LeBron with some nice D.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
No good with the triple. Rockets trail by 7. Paul passes to Anderson, and that one good.
Well, Anderson really likes to pull up from just about anywhere. We're used to seeing it behind the three-point line, but he can step inside.
Thompson, a screen on Harden. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Love kicks to LeBron. Cleveland moving it around. To the paint. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Here's LeBron following the score by Trevor Ariza. It's deflected. And here's Love for three. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Harden kicks to Anderson. Kicks it out to Ariza. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. LeBron outside. Shot to stop the drought. And James throws it down.
Got to admire how well Love is playing on the offensive end, realizing that one of his teammates is open, so get him the ball.
Rockets trail by 5. And here is Paul. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Rose against Ariza. Left side Rose. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Rose has got 10 points in just the second half.
And how about the airtime improvisation from Derrick Rose? Able to hang and finish with a defender leading.
Harden, no good. Cleveland leading by 7. Rose with the ball. Stolen by Anderson. Paul dishes to Harden. Another miss by Houston. Cleveland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Outside Rose. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. And it's James missing.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Harden, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's LeBron. Thompson, a screen on Ariza. Left side Rose. Kicks it out to Love. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 12 points for Love.
He's got great touch from deep. Kevin Love so capable from the outside. A great offensive weapon from there.
Count that one.
Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
To the left wing. James outside. Love outside. Over in the corner, Rose. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Rockets trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kicks it to Anderson. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Rose. Rose with another miss.
And he needs to find other ways to contribute besides shooting. Sometimes you have to learn how to play well when you're not playing well.
Now here's Rose. Harden missing his last shot. Rose passes to Love. Back to Rose. He dishes it to Love. Bledsoe outside. Rocket 6. Love kicks to LeBron. Elbow shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 14 points for Love.
Yeah, it's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Kevin Love, such a versatile offensive player who can pass, who can shoot with range. I like him looking to score inside to get himself going, and that's the way that the offense has tended to go. First quarter seems to belong to Kevin Love.
Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Bledsoe. Harden missing his last shot. It's a pick by Love. Here's James. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3. And you can't defend Kevin Love with smaller players. He can take him down on the block.
Well, he can back them up a little bit, Kevin. Then go to either hand. Use the right, use the left, and shoot the jump hook over the top. And then sometimes if he slows himself down, has a great pump fake to draw in the contact.
Now, here is Harden. Ariza outside. Rose against Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Rose. Thompson sets the pick for Rose. To the middle. They get a hand on it. Here's Harden. And he gets it to go. Harden's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. To the paint. Outside Rose. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rose has got 12 points here in the second half.
But how about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
Paul dishes to Capella. Good. Capella's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Outside Rose. Back to Bledsoe. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight. Rockets trail by 11. They set the screen. Screen by Capella. And here's Harden for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fires from 18. That one, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Harden up top. He's covered by Rose. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the fourth. Anderson the screen. Ariza passes to Anderson. And here's Harden for three. And he's good on the three ball. Harden's got 17 points here in the second half. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's LeBron. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
A great job by LeBron in that instance at getting some contact and then going straight into the foul.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good from James. Here's Paul. Harden outside to the paint. Here's Capella. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Love.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. That's good from Capella. Cavaliers shooting well. They're at 45%. Bledsoe kicks to Rose. And a missed layup.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
And he's just working and working and working. Tireless.
And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Well, they're nearing that point right now. Everything would have to go perfectly just to give them a shot. Man, this has been an awesome game. You got to love when Ryan Anderson comes through in a big way. This guy's showing some guts.
Here's Rose. The Rockets making the shot. And Love has it in the corner. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Mack. He feeds it to McAdoo. Out left to the wing. He kicks it to Mack. And here's Gordon from outside to the wing on the left. There's the dish to McAdoo. Puts up a 3. And it's Gordon missing. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. The spotlight's on you all the time. How do you kind of put that to the side and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, I'm glad we was able to get this win.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.